Today I'm going to give you 3 reasons why the Porsche 996 is so cheap, and we start now. In case you don't know, the 996 is the version of the 911 produced between 1997 and 2006. Here in the US, you could go out right now and buy one with less than 60,000 miles on it and a clean Carfax for less than $20,000. They came as a coupe, a convertible, a turbo performance model and a Targa. Although the Targa in these days really meant large glass sunroof, which was an acquired taste, I guess, and with 3.4 or 3.6 litre engines. I mean, a 911 for less than $20,000. Why wouldn't you? Number 1. And it's the engine, I'm afraid, or more specifically the IMS bearing within it. The what, you say? Well, within the engine is a small thing that helps to drive the camshaft, which sometimes develops a leak, which then, well, blows up the engine. Not the fiery boom type of explosion, so no need to rush out and get some fireproof overalls and gloves, but the shards of metal everywhere, type of grinding to a halt, engine replacement-y, $15,000 to $20,000 type of explosion. However, in its defense, you can replace these bearings pretty easily and quite cheaply. Or, you could argue, if it was going to happen, it would have done so already. These cars are now 15 years old at a minimum, and the replacement's either been done or it hasn't. To extend its defense, this wasn't just a 996 issue. The Boxster and Cayman of the era also had this issue, and the model that followed it, the 997, all the way up to 2009. Yeah, Porsche cheaped out here, I'm afraid. Number 2. Yes, the headlights. We start to see why these are cheaper than maybe some other 911s, but you know, we've gone from a big engineering issue which matters to most people to something which is really subjective. To be honest, I'm over them already. I really like them. I think they are still modern. I certainly still look good, but 911s of old, all the models before this, all the ones that came after this, had round headlights, and the purists didn't like it. And still to this day, they don't. And that's your opportunity. Because this is a 911, no doubt about it. And we'll do another video on this car, this particular car, it's my own car, later in the series. The Freydag headlights changed mid-cycle in 2002 into what you see here on this refreshed version, to differentiate from the Boxster and address criticism. And besides, look at the rest of it. I mean, just look at it from this angle. The rear of a 996 is arguably the best rear of a 911 ever, and the Porsche policy of evolution rather than revolution means that when you buy a 996, you've absolutely bought a 911. You're in the club. No, you're not driving the latest GT2, but you're not paying for that either. Number 3. I'm scraping the barrel here, really struggling to find much more to say that's bad about this model. If you're a railway enthusiast, you'll be in love with steam trains. Despite modern electric trains being faster, more efficient and more comfortable, you're still aching for the nostalgia of the olden days. So it was with the 996 when they switched from being air-cooled in the 993 predecessor to water-cooled in this. I mean, it wasn't as if Porsche gave them an extra wheel, 2 doors and an engine from a lawnmower, or, heaven forfend, put the ignition switch on the right-hand side of the steering wheel. Yet, to hear purists at the time, you'd have thought they had. Most people ignored them and they sold like hotcakes. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.